Hey everyone and welcome. I'm Dark Sky. Today we are playing Empyrion, and currently we are going to be working our way up to not to the moon up here. One of these planets or the moon. That's probably the one with the rings around it, I imagine. Strange to have rings around a moon, but you know, I ain't complaining. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's get started. So we need to fly to the moon. We got to do some looking around, try to find our crew, maybe some remnants, get a better lead of what's going on, and then we're gonna go from there. And hopefully, while we're up there, we'll grab some more materials and everything because we're gonna need to make an SV here. Let's see here. Let's look at this new SV. We don't want a capital yet because I don't think we can afford it. But see, I want to do now. This one's here. See, oh, I didn't put in my my other ones. But let's see here. We have oh, I did put my other ones in. Okay, yeah, that's my personal one I made a long time ago. Yeah, it's just something kind of fun. And then these are some of my other ships that I liked that I took off of the workshop. They're super neat, super fun, but definitely want to get into that later. Now, this is ultimately what the SV I want to make, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it with the resources we currently have. So we're going to have to settle with this little guy here. Let's see, do we have anything in the factory? We don't. So let's add this guy to the factory. Let's get this guy made, and hopefully we can get a jump drive on him and everything like that, and we can get off this planet. But while we're you know, doing our thing, we might as well go and see what we got. It looks like I got a bunch of stuff in my inventory I don't really need on me. So let's take this off here. Let's see. It's not. Yeah, it's not really my resource one. I think it's I must have got 17 credits from killing those guys last time. Let's see. I'm going to that, into devices, and then I want to go to raw resources. And let's put the glass in there. I got that combat rifle. I'm not really sure what to do with that yet, so I'm just going to kind of hold on to that. Let's see, you got some steel blade blocks there. Organic bottle. Oh, you know what? Put the organic bottle in there. Biodiesel, yeah, I'll hold on to that. And that. There we go. All right, that looks pretty good. Respiratory charge, that's for oxygen in case we get a little on the low side. It's always good to have that, but, you know. Oh, garbage. I did not mean to do that. All right, so let's see here. Let's pick it all up. Put the box back down. Is there more? I'll just be removed in 1 minute. Oh, that's the worst. I hate it when they do that. All right, so what I want to do here. So let me see here. Nope, it's only me. Let's see. I should have picked up the box when I got in there, didn't I? Where's the box? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's put the box back in there in its spot. And we had, excuse me, and we had this box. No, we had this box right here. Let's put that box in the hole. There we go. All right, bad idea to have some of that stuff, you know, in your, in your hands at the time. You know, you end up doing silly mistakes, kind of like I just did there. Advanced electronics. Radiation ointment. You know what? I might need that. And it's that one there that needs to, yep. All right, we'll put that in there. And then communication equipment, let's put that in. We don't need that either. And then in here, let's put the weapons in there. Oh, wait, I don't want to put that in there. 7.62 rounds. Yeah, I'm going to need those. I'm going to need those little buggers. 12.7. You know, I might take those with me so we can just add those to our mechanical drill. Yeah, I don't need that either. All right, so that should be good there, I think. Yeah. All right, so let's head out. We're gonna take our ship here. If I can. Weird. It was like I hopped and I landed inside the ship, and then I couldn't move. Let's see here. So what I want to do first off here is we want to go to main and let's just fill that up. Good. Now we're full of that. And looks like we got plenty of fuel. We got plenty of fuel. And then I want to do is, let's see, was that everything on me? Yeah, it looks like it. Yep. So I think, excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. All right, so yeah, I think we're ready to go. So let's charge up and let's get out of here. Huh? Heading to the moon. Which way is faster? Just straight up or? I can't tell. It looks like the little arrow goes about same speed no matter what, if you're going up or if you're just going forward. Okay, so what do we got over here? That's Alpha 1. That's the Akua Moon. All right, so that's where we want to head to. So let's head over here to the moon and we'll woo, yeah. We'll drop down into the moon and see what kind of fun stuff's in there. Looks like we got a lot of stuff in the vicinity. I don't know. It looks like different command posts and stuff like that. I'm guessing it's those satellites that we must have stopped at. Yeah, a lot of different things on the map there. And you can see also that map there in the upper right-hand corner, so... Wonder if there's anything near us. Let's see anything popping up. Well, there was one there, but I don't know. All right, here we coming in onto the moon. We are like half a mile from the surface. Reach the moon. We done it. We did it. And it's a good thing we didn't come on top of a Xerox area. I guess that's a bonus. All right, crash sites. There's more than one. There's no atmosphere here. The slow falling ship, so I hope you won't have me scouting for for a dozen pieces of unrecognized wreckage. It would be hard to spot small pieces of wreckage from a satellite, Commander. The Titan was broken into 3 large sections, and they are quite close to a large Xerox complex. No, I don't want them to be near a complex. Exercise caution when approaching. Oh, there we go. We need the sun so I can see where I'm going. Yeah, darker and dark. Cobalt. Copper. We're knocking them out of the park here. Looks like there's some red stuff behind me. Oh, there's the crash Titan front. Heat signature over there. Imagine that's a Xerox Empire that I do not want to get to if I have to. I mean, my ship's more for scouting, not really for fighting. What? Wow, look at all those miniguns right there. And where did my sun go? It disappeared again. Hang on, it ain't like an auto stabilizer or something for my ship, so I stopped floating all over the place. One down. There's another one. Let's get this other one over here. There we go. Got him down. All right, so that should take care of that. Let's see if we can't land in on these ships now. And hopefully there's no riffraff on the ground or anything like that. I don't want to deal with all the little guys walking around. Ah, there we go. Get a little light on the subject. Dang it. Stop trying my ship. All right. Let's see here. Got some radiation in the area. Not too shabby, I guess. Ooh, look at that. We got boxes of stuff. All right, more resources for me. I love it. I love it. All right, so it says I need to locate it. Okay, I don't need to look around yet. So here's the rear over here. That should key us in for the last part. There we go. That's all 3 sections confirmed, Ida. I'm heading forward section to see if there's anything left of the warp drive that should have warp coordinates. Be careful, Commander. The wreckage appears to be unstable and may collapse with minimal prompting. All right, so forward section. That's where we were just a minute ago. I've reached an entry point in the wreckage. Ida. Looks like this leads through the crew quarters towards the warp drive near the bow. There should be a console in the engineering section of the operational logs of the warp drive, which may contain the next planned warp jump for the fleet commander. There was an automatic door going through the wall. That's funny. I imagine it's up there somewhere. How do we get up there? Oh, look at that. Nicey nice. Console doesn't appear to have any power going to it. Guess I'm not going to get anything from this console. What, do I have to supply power to it? Oh, I gotta go to the engineering section over there. Okay. Gotta keep track of my situation here. I don't want to be surprised by any aircraft or anything that comes over here. Check me out. Come on, float in there. There we go. Hits a few keys on the keyboard. Looks like the power is out completely. The reserves must be drained too. I'll have to run a cable from my suit's power supply to the console like I did on Heidelberg. Connect the suit. I don't like the look of the warning. Upload. I'm uploading the warp logs to you, Ida. I don't feel like reading a technical data readout that won't make a lick of sense to me. I'm no warp technician. I know how to use a warp drive, but I don't have the slightest clue how one works. While I'm glad that you think think highly of my skills, Commander, that makes you think I know how one works either. I am a strategic class AI, not a fleet class AI. I'm not authorized to access or manage technical systems of the USH. Okay. So then there's nothing either of us can do with this console. Not necessarily, Commander. I can read the technician's logs and timestamp events and collate them into reports. The specifications of the warp drive, however, are locked behind several layers of programming blocks in my code. I will take some time, Commander. I will forward the report to your PDA and read the leisure. All right. You've been temporarily stunned. I'm sorry to hear that, Commander. However, I did reveal the chief engineer's console on the port side of the engineer section. Yes, ma'am. Sometimes I wonder who's the commander around here. Oh, come on. It was right there. Oh, it's just not going to let me get up there, is it? All right. I can see it now. It's in the upper level. Looks like there's still some juice in the battery on this one. I probably woke it up when the other console searched. Okay, we got to access this thing. Insert a valid UCH personal key card into the reader to proceed. It looks like there's power, but the system seems to be locked. There's a slot here for a key card, but it looks like I've lucked out. It's empty. I'm unlocked out. Of course, it couldn't be that simple, Ida. Is there anything that you can do? No, Commander. The console has been disabled until a valid personal key card is inserted into the card reader. You may be able to find a key card in one of the crew's quarters, but it's unlikely that any crew member would have left his key card in his room. All right. There we go. Looks like the UC data pad belonging to Technician 49. The battery's dead, but it's got a key card in the slot. Remove the key card. From a J. Harper from the data pad. All right. Well, I have no more use for this data pad. Huh. That's cool. Not too bad it's not a shower or something in there. I could have got rid of some of my radiation. See, return to the engineering thing and put in the keypad. Okay, I'm back at the console with the ID card. Time for the moment of truth. If that card is valid, it's a serious breach of UC protocol. Remember to take note of the card's identification code, remember. Commander. Let's see. I don't think it's smart to hang out in this radioactive wreck reading logs. I've updated the files to the PDA to read them later. Have you found anything important in the console's files data, Ida? Nothing of relevance, Commander. I can confirm that the records that most of the crew in the forward section evacuated to the hangar and boarded transports to leave the ship in the middle of the combat, after the ship had been disabled. I guess that's our next stop then. Aw. According to reports, the crew of the Titan evacuated. Marking the hangar section of the MS Titan on your display, it's unlikely that anyone have filed a flight plan while the ship was under fire, Commander. Noted, Ida. We won't know until we look. Looks like there's another drone over there. There's another drone over there. Not anymore, there's not. Oh, wow, there's aluminum over here. Nice. cannon drone? Wait, where's our little bases over here? There's the rear. Okay, we want to go right here anyways. There's Titan, or there's like Xerox everywhere, I swear. Okay, we reached the hangar section of Titan. There doesn't appear to be any transports or wreckage of them, so I guess they managed to escape. Seeing a couple of consoles in here that could still work. They appear to be quite badly damaged, though. I'll check them out. Doesn't appear to have any power. That should be a pretty obvious considering the situation. There's a card reader next to the key card for the UCH card. Select console external power cell. With a fuel cell and UCH card, it should be activated. All right. Screen of the console lights up. Screen flashes and flickers. A couple will place kicks on the console and fixes that problem. Due to limited deck space. Okay. Let's see. Flight plan. One of them had registered a flight plan after all. It couldn't have been one that was already prepared, or the crew might have done it while loading. Looks like the crew evacuated to the Kronos. That doesn't really help me since I still have no idea where the Kronos and the rest of the fleet went. The last place to check would be the rear section of Titan. If the Xerox are watching any part of the ship, it'll be that one. I'll need to be extra careful. I could be stuck jetpacking home. You get that, Ida? Confirm, Commander. The rear section of Titan is where the bridge and system core are housed, so it should have readings of the battle that left the Titan in the state. The recording should show what happened to the rest of the fleet. The screen flashes a couple of times and abruptly turns off. I have marked the location of Titan's rear section on your display. Alrighty, let's go check that out then. Is there anything over here, like resources or anything? I don't see anything. Oh, there's a pentaxid deposit right there. That's nice. I'm thinking if I'm gonna, chances are getting attacked by whatever, I want to put my ship far away from the situation so it doesn't become a an issue. I'm thinking like right out here, just a nice little, right here at the top of the hill. Okay, I reached the F section of the ship. I'm going to head in to see if I can find any active consoles. Yes, Commander, I did notice you rummaging through the Sergeant Palance pockets back at the Heidelberg. I recommend searching for the server console. All right, where is the entrance? Where can we find? There we go. Oh man, what the heck? And then we ended up falling down the only hole there is on it. Ooh, that's shiny, isn't it? So we got to get up to the server console, which is right above us. But in the meantime, I'll also just do a quick looky and see if we can't find anything. Oh, I thought that was a ladder going up. Here's a ladder. Oh, good food. Always good to have food around. Sitting down on a bench, access denied. Dang it. Hit too many buttons at once. Wonder if we can, no. Oh, 9mm. I just need a pistol now. Well, the console looks like it's already got a key card in it, and reserve power indicator is lit up. Several problems that you need your attention. Who keeps rewriting the story? This isn't what I'm looking for. There's a flight plan and the connections with the rest of the fleet. Please verify file. Not again. Why can't these things just work? I'm not sure about this, Commander, but it may have something to do with half the data banks having been blown out of the aft wall of the ship. I have a suspicion that it causes problems with data retrieval, but I could be wrong. Commander, you'd be better stop that. You won't be able to get anything out of the Titan systems if it completes. I specialized in fleet security, not computer systems. I have no idea how to stop it. I will instruct you, Commander. You'll need to remove the cover of the console, pull out the atomic bridge in slot 25H, and connect your suit's cable into the diagnostics port next to the slot. Okay, I've hooked my console to my suit. What should I do with the atomic bridge? Can I keep it? The system doesn't require it anymore, so I guess it makes no difference now. I've convinced the system that I'm Ada and that the disconnection from the fleet was due to removal of the atomic bridge. Most of the ship's data is corrupted, missing, or isolated in the RAM of individual consoles. However, I would like you to look at the screen as I access the personal records. What does that mean? I do not know. It's possible that your personal file was corrupted or lost. You may have been stationed on Apollo station and not part of the exploration fleet. It's even possible that you were sent by UCH Command more recently, which would explain the time difference. Maybe for you, but the date I remember before waking up in the escape pod was the 12th of July, 2143, the day before the fleet was scheduled to leave. So there's still no answer as to how I got here, and still no leads as to where the rest of the fleet went. The bridge consoles will likely have saved the fleet's heading if they were still operational at the time of the crash. The files on them will be heavily encrypted, and I will not be able to access or transmit them until decrypted, which may take some time, more than usual, since Relay 451 will be moving out of observational range soon. It means that I will not unable to see if or when any of the Xerox bases on the moon send an attack force. I will be limited to reading transmissions from other observation sites and from the Xerox own transmissions. There will, of course, be a delay, possibly of several minutes, if I need to decrypt military transmissions. It will be several hours before an accessible satellite comes into line of sight range of your location. Commander, exercise caution. Don't I always? Access the Titan's bridge and activate the thing. All right. Going up. Whoa. It almost made me just walk right off the edge there for a second. This is the only console on the bridge with an active power supply. It also has a bad connection and has taken some serious damage like everything else on the ship. This console has a pair of card slots for authorization. As expected, it shouldn't be a problem since I have 2 key cards already. The other problem is that it looks like it blew a hole clean through the back of the console. The damage isn't too bad. You should be able to fix it with 10 electronics, 3 optical fibers, and 1 computer. Do I have any of those? I mean, I've picked up a lot of stuff so far. So I need 10 electronics, 3 optical fibers, and a computer, huh? So does that should be in my PDA then, right? Let's see. Reach the elevator. The Titan's bridge computer is completely fried. Will require some replacement parts to get it up and running. It's too bad it doesn't put the information in there for you. Mission from breaking because people kept destroying parts. Require mission or sticking a core in the wreckage, which does the same thing. Huh, that's cool. Oh, it does put it on there. Great. All right, so we just need to go back down to our guest, down to our base, and go get the parts, and then come back, I suppose. It'd be nicer when we make that little small vessel, what do you call it, transport, and then we can just bring our miner up here, mine up all this, all the resources we can possibly get, and then we should be able to get out of here, get off this planet or out of this system, and go check out some other stuff. So let's head out of here. We'll go back to the planet, go make those things, go, dump some of these resources so we can use it for something else. I put down a new marker over there because it looks like there's like some kind of like a black hole or something like that that's on the side of the planet. I think I want to go and check that out a little later once we get things all kind of situated. I want to see what where that goes and what it does. I don't know. I think it was a new update that they just recently adding in the black hole. So that'll be pretty neat to check that out. Oh, there we go. That was perfect. Right on top of the base almost. Okay, so we need to access the resource thing here, and let's get some of these resources put in. Let's see, we got a health pack, got some food, ointment, long heavy barrel, plasma convert. Used to upgrade the ion thruster into a plasma thruster. Oh, that's cool. Titanium ingots, nice. Oxygen canister, nice. All right, looks pretty good there. Guess I'll keep the bandages just in case, and the trauma kit, that might be handy. All right, so what we need to get is, what was it? Optical fibers, right? And I thought we had some. I think we needed 3 of these. And then we needed some computers. There's electronics. Let me double check on this. What was it that we needed on this? 10 electronics, 3 optical fibers, and a computer. Three optical fibers. I think we needed 10 electronics and a computer. Oh, that makes a lot. Okay. So we need that, and then what was it? We needed that and a computer. There we go. All right, so we have 10 electronics, 1 computer, and 3 optical fiber. Ten electronics, 3 optical, 1 computer. Yep. All right, so we got it. Let's head back up, and we'll turn this in, and we'll see what's next on the docket. Oh. So I hope everyone's doing outstanding out there. It's just, having a good old day. I know that I'm having a great day now. You know, it's pretty hot, scorching outside right now, but I got AC on. I got fans blowing on me. I tell you, I gotta keep cool somehow. But other than that, I'm doing great. I'm having a good old time. All right, where is the moon again? Is that it? There it is. That was easy enough. All right, here we coming in, landing on the moon. Hopefully not on top of the Xerox area. Oh, that's good. All right. What's that? Trade station. Oh, Polaris. Nice. All right, so we need to head back over here. Okay, go this way. There's Titan. Nice, or titanium, I mean. Wonder what kind of resources we have on this planet. Oh, we have quite a few. We got pentaxid, got promethium, which we're going to need a lot of that. Got iron, got silicon, copper, cobalt, titanium, aluminum, and magnesium. Magnesium is usually used for like weapons and stuff like that, so. Whoa, what the heck? Let's see, do I have any oxygen on me? I have this here, oxygen canister. Oops, darn it. Darn it, darn it. Hitting all the wrong buttons here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Was it the rear we wanted to have? Yeah, I think it was rear. There we go. All right, let's go up top. Put these pieces on. It's only a console. Yep. Examine it. Repair it. Carefully replace the cables, circuit boards with replacements. Hopefully not damage the console. Yeah, sure. Start in safe mode. All right. I should stick to the key cards in the slots. Commander, I can access the command console systems. The files in this terminal are encrypted and cannot be read or transmitted remotely until they've unlocked. The content of the file should still be readable from the terminal. Please verify that the relevant files are stored on the terminal, Commander. Access fleet data connection. Ida, can you see this? The fleet connection data is either encrypted or corrupted. I thought that I'd be able to read the files even with this terminal while it was encrypted. Doesn't seem to be the case here. I cannot access the display on the console, Commander. I can only access the raw encrypted data, which I am still in the process of decrypting. I would guess that the file is either corrupted or the drive storing the files is one of the ones destroyed. Try one of the other directories, Commander. You watch Proteus fleet engagement of the ship's combat record. Last transport leaves a crippled and heavily damaged Titan as it begins the descent towards the moon. The last transport changes course and enters a hangar of the MS Titan's sister ship, the Rhea. Moments later, the two remaining ships achieve warp speed and vanish. I just watched the video recording the fleet's warp out of the system of two ships. Do you think you could calculate their destination by speed and angle of the ships before warp to figure out where they went? It is possible, Commander. I will need the file of the ship's computer before I provide definitive answers. But what is it? My apologies, Commander. I failed to detect the launch of Xerax forces from the nearby facilities. They cut all external transmissions to ensure that they wouldn't be intercepted. I detected a pair of heavy bombers that just launched. A light transport carrying a squad of a dozen troopers reached the location 3 minutes ago. They may very well be on your position at any moment. How long until you finish decrypting and uploading the files, Ida? Several more minutes. I recommend removing the key cards as a precaution, Commander. Roger that. The key cards are stuck in the reader, but I can't pull them out. I don't have time for this. I'll have to stay there until I come back. All right, lock and load. See them buzzing around, but I don't see them. Oh, they're over there. -1. Ow. Got that guy. They got the area mostly cleaned out, so I can probably get to my ship. Ship's right over there. Oh well, I'll hope for luck. Ooh, not so good. I'll have to use my trauma core thing when I get up here. There we go. Guys are squirrely. Got one. There's the second one. I believe you may be right, Commander. The connection of the Titan's bridge systems be interrupted while we are engaging the enemy. Take access in the Titan's systems were their true goal of the attack was a diversion. Did you at least manage to download the fleet logs before you were disconnected? I'm afraid not, Commander. The files were uploaded onto a physical drive and wiped the Titan's databanks. They will not be able to transmit them into their decryption state. So not only have we lost the lead of our fleet's leading, the information has fallen into enemy's hands. We couldn't have messed this up better. The files are heavily encrypted and will take some time, Xerax, to make use of them. We still have a chance to retrieve before they decrypt transmission. All right. Oh, 19, nice. And Chapter 6, Hostile Apparatus. The plan is to retrieve secure logs of Crash Titan failed when a Xerax stealth team invaded the wreckage under the guise of an attack. Now, with the precious data that could lead to location of UC fleet survivors in the hands of the enemy, the only hope left is to invade the communication station and steal back the data before they can be encrypted. Nice. I have tracked the transmission towards a large communication complex not far from your position. It's the only facility on the moon capable of decrypting and transmission of data from the Titans. But can you tell me about the communication station and how long do you think it will take for them to crack the encryption? The facility has no external defenses, but is surrounded by a number of standalone defense towers designed for anti-air combat, Commander. I'm unable to estimate the strength of Xerax computer systems, so it would be an hour or a month of them. The station itself appears to be well fortified. However, satellite imagery from the Polaris it chiefs indicates a great deal of traffic to an outlying comm relay. It may contain an alternative entrance facility you may not be able to return. Understand, Ida? I'll keep that in mind if I can bust in through the front entrance. Plotting a course to communication station complex now. Good luck. All right. Well, I'm sure we can scout it out, but I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to do much more than that. Oh, it's way up there, isn't it? Well, it gives me a good reason to keep looking around, seeing if we can find more resources as we head that direction. drone right there, huh? It's weird. There's a rocket drone there, but I don't see any resources or anything like it's protecting something. Oh, we hit hostile territory. Whoa, we're getting shot at. Dang it. That thing has got some range. So I don't know how we're going to get in there without getting shot up. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Let me see here. Wow, they hit one of our thrusters. Our thrusters are down to 3%. Wow. It's funny how these guys are almost right next to each other. So I don't know. Can't seem to reach the communication center. So we're not really on the main one? What are we then? I thought we were on the main story. Make contact with Terran forces. Need to find out the state of Terran forces in the Andromeda. Find UCH research vessel in space and make contact. You'll need to warp capable small vessel or capital vessel depending on the distance you need to warp. Completing this mission will unlock additional missions and more entries in the Project Eden Encyclopedia. It says that this is the main story mission that we're working on right here, but when you go down here, it also says this. Wow, you can get a quantum processor? And then for this one here, we have this dead class planets. And then for expeditions, we can do the Forge, Drone Lands, Sea of Silence. Then we have survey the galaxy, habitable systems. I think at this point here, we're probably going to need to increase our defenses. I don't think we have the ability to get in there. Approach within 750 meters of the radar station. Yeah, I feel that we don't have what it takes to get in there and get in close. Should be good right there. Let's see. We'll just land on the outskirts here. Oops. Let me see here. I want to go into the container controller. Let's put some of the stuff in here. We don't need to carry everything with us. Okay, let's see how we do with that then, huh? I see it over there in the distance, and I see a bunch of drones and stuff around it. Reach the station's entrance. I don't know if we can do that. Let's go by foot here. That way I don't end up losing this. I can move a little faster with the foot. 31 miles. That's a little too far for this gun. Dang it. I'm not even going to get in close to this thing. Oh, did you see that? That was crazy. Wow, are they still firing at me? Well, darn it. That's not going to work very well. Feel like I'm going to have to work on building up my defenses, maybe bring back some like a capital vessel or something like that that has a shield on it, or even a tank, and seeing if we can't take these guns out. It's, I'm just gonna get all shot up if I try running in there. Ooh, stop. These resources I keep passing. No, that's not what I want. I want this. Oh, that's copper. Okay. All right, let's head back to home, and then we'll work on building up, trying to get our transport ship going, and then we'll come back over here, mine up some resources, and hopefully we can make something to get off this planet. Go do some exploring, and then we'll come back at a later point when we get a little bit stronger. So. Plus, we're going to need to do some repair on the ship. We kind of got chopped up a little bit getting in too close to the Xerox Empire there. Like I said, this ship here is just mostly for scouting, so it's not meant to get up close and personal with the enemy. But we'll get a tank or something like that, load it up with a bunch of guns, bunch of ammo, put a shield on it and all that, and they'll go over there and just take all those bases out and call it a day. So things will be easier. Right now, not so easy. Okay, where's the base? Well, this time it didn't turn out too well this time. Usually I can land right on top of it, but not this time. Okay, I'll be right back. Quick AFK here. Okay, so we are back now. Let's see if we can't get the ship processed and made up. So we need some carbon, we need some iron, some copper, silicone, all the fun stuff. There we go. That up there. I guess you can add this one here to maintenance. All right, so let's see here. What is it we have? Main, no, devices, raw resources, and we need what, a couple of those, some of that, some silicon. Don't seem to have too much iron now, do we? See, electronics. I like to kind of keep this all where it makes sense. Copper ore, iron ore. I need to go find some more iron. Yeah, looks like I might need more iron. Wow, I didn't realize I was so low. There we go. I got all the iron I need. There's the copper. There you go. So all we need is just the iron. The iron is the only thing we're short on. Of course, that's the only thing we're short on. Do I have any iron out here? Got copper. Nope. No love. All right, so one thing we need to do is up our armor. We only have light armor right now. Probably be best if we can get some heavy armor, and then we need to get some boosters, which I think the best way to go about that is going to be going around here and taking out the Xerax. If we can go over here and take out the temporary drone base, at least we'll have that out of the way. But I think what we're going to need to do is take these guys out and these guys up here and probably down here. And once we get that, I think we're going to have enough stuff. Oh, probably down here too. They're all over the place. But yeah, if we can take out a lot of the Xerax, I think that way we'll get a lot of the stuff that we need. And we can also use that as like a test to see how we're going to do, how we're going to fare up against the stuff on the moon. But I don't plan to stay here too long. There you go. So I want to go to the map here. Let's go and check for iron. Graphite. There's some iron right there. Wow, and then there's another Xerax. I tell you, those guys are like all over the place. So let's go grab this beast here. I don't know if there's anything inside. Nope. Then let's take care of this. Retrieve that. There we go. We don't need that up there. Hmm. Let's kind of clean out some of the trees as we fly through here, make it easy for us to fly through. Although I think the trees do respawn. We took out that tree. Oh, what the heck? Really? There's a drone on an iron deposit? Why? How about this one then? Dang it, really? Wow. Ugh, that's the worst. They're on all the iron deposits. Why? Just trying to make my life more difficult. That's what they're doing. All right, well, I guess I'll run back to the base. I'll grab my other ship, come over here, blast those guys out of the sky, and I'll come back over here and with the miner and pick up the stuff. It's too bad I can't just dock this on top of the fighter, and then when I get done fighting, I just pop this off and go and do the mining and put it back on the fighter and fly it back to the base. It's funny how it seems easier to go back to the base than it does going to the resource. That's funny. Ships do weird things when you're not around. All right, we'll fly over there. We're going to take out these drones that are hovering around our iron deposits, and then we'll come back over here, mine out the iron, get it, all the resources off of it, and hopefully you have enough to get off this planet. I'm going to have a feeling I'm going to have to go to the moon, though, to go and get a few things there. Okay, and the other one should be right over here. There we go. Got him. All right, let's head back to the base. Now we'll go get our miner. We'll go back over there. We'll mine up all that iron. That way it won't be an issue anymore. Oh, who knows? Maybe those drones will still be hanging around there. I can go over there and loot them. That'd be nice too. Well, I tell you, that ammo just does not last long, you know? All right, let's try this again. Thing is squirrely a little bit, huh? I notice even my little scout ship is a little squirrely when it comes to like trying to fight. I don't see the drone ship anywhere. So it must have despawned already. Okay, so it looks like it's right in here, huh? I forgot I need to put more lights on this thing so I can see what I'm doing. There's 10% left in here. Yay, made it out. My goodness. I am definitely full. Very, very full. So let's head back with all of our loot. Darn these trees. Makes it difficult to get through them. Those ships, they're funny. All right, so let me see here. We need to go to devices and we want to go to harvest controller, access that. Yeah, we got a bunch of iron ore, a bunch of crushed ore, so we're doing pretty good there. Oh, I can't access the base. Bummer. So we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way for now. Just where did I put? Yeah, there's a matter transceiver right there. Don't I have one in here? Oh, I did have one right here, but it must have got blown out. See if I can make another matter transmitter so we can just connect to the base. There's a chance we already have one. No love. All right, so let me see here. I want to make a matter transmitter. And I want to go to raw resources and let's put all the stone in there. There we go. Get that all processed. And what do we got to do if we want to make a warp drive and everything? Let's use a warp drive here, and this happens to be for a small vessel, so that's perfect. We need an energy regulator and cobalt alloy. So what do you need for energy regulator? Here's a cobalt alloy. That should be easy to make. Energy regulator takes cobalt, so I guess we just need cobalt in general. So once we get this ship up and running, I guess we're gonna have to run over to the moon and do some resource gathering over there. Hover bike construction kit. Doesn't even look like a hover bike. So we did end up unlocking a bunch of new things here. Let's see what new stuff we can make now. We can make a planetary drone. Combat drone equipped with a 30mm autocannon designed for short-range operation on planets must be placed inside a drone bay with a functional drone launch pad. Will return to base when the launch pad is turned off. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I think that's a new thing. I don't remember seeing anything like that. And then let's see for tools. Oh, we got the laser drill. I didn't know. I must. What is it? It can only be made in the advanced constructor, large constructor, or universal. I think right now we have, this is the medium constructor. So we need to get the large constructor to build that. And then for weapons here, yeah, we got a bunch of weapons. So we can do a plasma sword. Well, that's kind of cool. So I wonder what would be considered an EMP. Okay, so this can be in a universal, a large constructor, and advanced constructor. Mobile constructor, portable, and a suit. Wait, no, portable and mobile. Maybe I have a large one right now. What is this? Yeah, this is a large constructor. All right, so I should be able to make it. Let's see here. So there's medium armor there. I need aluminum powder to make that. And then I need all kinds of crazy stuff to make that one. Well, I could at least get the aluminum powder knocked out so we can make that. And then we need advanced capacitor. Advanced capacitor. What is an advanced capacitor? Well, I know what one is, but what's it look like? Advanced capacitor right here. Oh, it needs neodymium ingots. I need aluminum powder. But I don't see that happening anytime soon because I don't think I've even ran into neodymium yet. Hydrogen bottles. Oh yeah, we need to make those hydrogen things. We should be making those, right? Are we, don't we have the ability to make hydrogen? Oxygen. No, we can't make hydrogen yet. Not till 20. And we're 19 right now, so I don't know. I think we're almost there, right? Oh yeah, we're almost 20, so we could almost make that. Got a small vessel. Let me see here. Large ion. I'm thinking maybe get that large ion there. So you got almost 600 points as we can spend here. We got some small plasma, advanced small generator. Small prototype micro jump drive. Oh, that's interesting. Standard shield generator, that might be good to have. Small shield booster. Trauma station. Gravity generator block. Mechanical drill. Laser drill. Then we got some medium laser turrets, medium Gatling turrets. I wonder if they're automated. Does it say on here if they're automated? I don't see it. Oh, to an automatic tracking and targeting mount for close fire support. Oh, that's cool. Oh, a flare launcher? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a new thing. I haven't seen that. See, we got the advanced detector. I don't know how that works. I'm interested to see that. Drone Bay Planet. Oh, okay, that's the thing we need. Attacks a tank? Basic plasma turbine. What do you need that for a base for? Oh, a furnace. That'd be nice. Deconstructor. Inactive geothermal generator. Wow, 250 points for that bugger. Holy cow. Industrial water extractor? It doesn't say how many points is needed to unlock that. Must be placed on a base with logistics range of a lake. Internal name, water, biome, interact with exterior. Requires one small optic matrix to activate. Multiple extractors can be linked together in a network. Requires a schematic purchase from free colonists or found as loot. Requires level 15 to craft. Level 20 to activate. This is the closest we can add to a real tier 2 water extractor in a scenario. Huh. And then we got the hydroponic for grain, fruit. I've never done these before. Boy, they're expensive. Oh, they're 200 each. We got all kinds of guns and stuff like that to get ready to kind of just really load this up. I don't know what this is. Plasma turbines are used as secondary power generation to recycle the waste plasma from a ship's generators or fusion reactor to produce additional power. Oh, that's pretty sweet. I haven't come across any ships that use that kind of stuff, but that's pretty neat. What's this? Auto maintenance system? Oh, that's neat. When do we get the, is it in miscellaneous somewhere? Auto mining. Okay, yeah. So we do have the auto miner basics. That would be pretty sweet to go and get those set up and then just put those up, different places. The other one is we want to work on is probably this one here. Just kind of get things kind of in the right direction. Definitely want to work on the guns because we are going to just go all out on that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, let's see where we are at here with the iron. 950 so far. That's pretty sweet. All right, cool. That is made. All right, cool. We got this little transport unit now. This over here is going to be for our jump drive and for putting in our Petaxa tank and everything like that. And then we got the pilot area here, and then we got a little area here that has access a cargo container. Let's see if we can't add some stuff to this. I don't have anything on me, I guess. Let me see. Devices. Yeah, we're doing good on devices there. So we got a fridge here. We got a fuel tank, oxygen tank, cargo. That's the core. Armor locker. Wait, so you're going to sit right here, right behind the engines? Wow. Okay, well, we'll do that then. I meant to hop in it, not to sit on the outside of it. And this here is my oxygen, so I'll grab that, grab that. Just fill these all up, keep them running. Producing water and oxygen, and hopefully we'll make 20, and then we can we'll be able to unlock the hydrogen. That hydrogen will be nice. Let's see, fill that up, fill the oxygen up. Okay, I'm thinking what I need to do here is I'm going to need to put in a we got medium, medium. And small over here, huh? Let's see what we have on this thing. Oh, we got feet on it. Okay, good. We can put this over here. Come on, raise up, raise up. Okay, there we go. Connected that. And then let's get this guy here. There we go. Good enough. Just really stack it on there. And then let's see here. What else we gonna need? Looking pretty good. We got a lot of resources here, a lot of things going on. We need to go and get, I think, that aluminum, and then we should be able to make our jump drive here. Let's see. We need this one right here, which needs the energy regulator, which also needs, cobalt. So we need to work on that cobalt. And then we're going to also need to get... So you got that one, and then we'll need the pentaxa, which also needs cobalt. So we're going to just need a bunch of cobalt from the looks of it. And then we're going to also need to get some pentaxid, I believe. Finally, pentaxic crystals that can be highly unstable and can be easily excited into releasing huge quantities of energy. So that's what we're going to need to fill up our drives for us to be able to port to another system, and hopefully we find something, something decent, for us to land on, and then to do some, grabbing resources and everything. So that'll be super sweet. And then the promethium is the one for us to make batteries. So we gotta pick up some promethium if we found that there too. All right, let's see if we can't fly off with what we got here. We're well stocked with with everything we could possibly carry. We got our little fight ship, for us to take out any drones. And then we have our mining ship to get in there and mine up all this stuff. And then hopefully we can bring it back to the base. When I get that bigger transport unit, we'll be able to transport a lot more vehicles and stuff like that all at once. So that'll be super nice. There it is. Forgot to do the repairs and all that on my little fighter, but I guess it's not gonna make a big difference right now because I'm hoping we don't get into a an area where we have to deal with the Xerax. Hopefully we don't land in the Xerax area. I'll be happy then. Okay, so I'm thinking we need to get over here. There's some magnesium, there's aluminum. Let's head to the aluminum area. That'll be a good spot, I think, for us to set down a ship. Hopefully we don't have those little guys there that we were fighting there next to the rear end of the crashed Titan. Need to put on a those little sensor thing so that we can kind of see what's in the vicinity and all that, you know, on this ship here as well. Dang it, there's a drone right there. So it can't land right there next to that aluminum. Let's see, let's land over here, I guess. All right, so we wanted to head towards the aluminum, which is right over here. Let's go take out that drone. We don't have a lot of ammo, so we gotta... There we go, took him out. Let's fly close here, see if we can find if there's any, like, little critters walking around down here. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, yep, I see one right there. So there is still guys like walking around over there. Let's do a sweep by and see what these guys are. Medium. Oh, more drones? Really? Boy, squirrely. Okay, I need to put the where my ship is so I can remember how to get back to it. Should I just do that? There we go. 48 rounds on me. That's all that's left. Wow. There we are. Iron deposit. Nice. Hi, Skye Gamer. How you doing? Oh, Pataxit. Nice. Really? There's a cannon drone on the titanium? Oh, they hate me. Wow, it's pretty close to the ship, too. So I need to find some cobalt. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like run around and looking for it, or all right, see here. How much aluminum did I just pick up from that little trip there? 45. Scratch that. 465 aluminum? I don't know. Guess we could just mine out the rest of it. There's only 10% left. Come on, get in there and get the rest. There we go. think I got it all. There's little bits and pieces here and there, but I think I got it, most of it. Okay, let's see here. Let's go into harvest. Trash the stone, make it so we're not so heavy. And then do we have any cobalt nearby? Iron, silicon, promethium, titanium, copper. Got cobalt right there. I wonder if I can, am I able to transfer stuff to this? Let me see, access that. Oh no, it just has the miner. I guess I don't have anything on the plane. I was thinking I just transfer stuff over to the plane. That way it keeps the miner a little bit on the lighter side. Let's see. Filler. Go. Okay, give me one moment. I'll be right back. All right, now we're back here. Let's see. What am I in? Oh, yeah, I'm in this thing. So, I don't know. I'm thinking I should just take the plane over to see if it has... There's cobalt there. Or if I have to deal with riffraff. I'm hoping not. That might mean I have to go back and get some more ammo because I don't have a lot of ammo left. Heat signature over there. Well, that looks comforting. I don't see anything over in this area. So let's run back to the transport. We'll get the little guy and we'll get over here, get this cobalt, and that should be able to get us off the planet, hopefully. What is this saying? Xerax over there. No, it doesn't. There's even promethium up here. Boy, I tell you, we just need to come up here and just suck up all the resources and everything and just call it a day. The reason I keep these things on is because generally it gets kind of cold inside the ship. You can see like the temperature there right underneath the map says I'm at negative 113, so it is a little on the chilly side at the moment. I don't want to go too close to the rear because there's still guys walking around. I like hitting those little mounds or whatever, little bumps in the exterior here, you know, and just go flying and make up a little time. Except for that, when you go into a hole like that, I don't like that. Oh, dang, there are drones over there. They're a ways away. And I need the cobalt like right here. Am I getting cobalt or am I just mining through rock here? I can't tell. The cobalt and the rock looks the same. Oh, I see. I'm like totally a long ways from it. Managed to work my way away from the cobalt. That's not right. I need to set this thing down a little bit. It is squirrely. Okay, maybe not that much. Can't see what's above me. Actually, am I even just right side up? I might be upside down, huh? Does it say there's 50% cobalt left? Oh my gosh, so much. Now, if I can get as much cobalt as possible. Can't tell if I'm right side up, upside down. Let me see here. What do we got in the harvest controller access? Figured we had a bunch of crushed stone in there. Let's get rid of that stone so we're a little on the lighter side. Can't tell if there's... Oh, there it is. I think we got everything. Can't tell. Can't even... I can't see where I'm at. I keep forgetting that I need to add some lights to this thing so I can see. There we go. Just go slightly up a little bit at a time until we can get out of there. All right, let's head back to the transport. I think we have enough cobalt. We got a ton of aluminum. Well, we need to come up here and get some more promethium. But for everything else, I think we're good. We're gonna need to get some petaxa though, and I want to get that once I get everything else kind of situated. Let's pack this stuff all up and head back to the base. Okay, there we go. All right, got that one tacked on. All right, let's get out of here. It looks pretty crazy, all the ships just stacked on top of each other there. We'll have to come back here, pick up some more resources later, but for right now, I think we've got what we need to at least get the warp drives and everything on this SV. Okay, well, we're almost back to the base here. darn it. Oops, wrong way. All right, let's see if we can use this now. Go into the access here, and we should go to the base. And I want to go to raw resources. There we go. Throw that in there. And go back to the player. Let's throw that in there, and we'll go get that all processed. Go. And then in here we got, so you can get in it. Go. And then in here in the container we got some more of the aluminum. All right, so out here, let's see, can I do this? I got silicone, copper, and that. No, I don't think I can do aluminum or cobalt on these things, so I'm going to have to do these this other way. Okay, so I should be able to make my jump drive. Let's do that, and let's make our pentaxa tank. Get those knocked out. Oh, really? Wow. Maybe I'll take some of that there. Main fill. There we go, and we reached level 20. Nice. Is that all the Xerax? Let's go loot their bodies over here. Their little spaceships. Ooh, this one almost landed in the water. So were there some more coming, or did some already land on the ground or something? I don't know. Maybe they dropped some guys from above, or I didn't get. I don't remember seeing the message that that we conquered them. Okay, is this going to the right spot? It is going to the right spot. Still making that. That's awesome. All right. And then see, I want to make the mobile constructor. I want to put that onto my my SV, my my transport. And then let's see here. We got a trauma station here for a small vessel. That might be good. I think we're good on everything else. It would be nice if we could put a shield on it, but we don't have all the resources for a shield yet. So I want to put that on, and then we got the refine there. Let's see, I want to put that over here. Supposed to be able to fit right into that little cubby hole right there, but oh no, let me see here. There we go. Let's try that. Just not fitting in there, is it? I guess I could put it in like that. Let's see here. If I turn it like that, it'd fit in there a little bit better that way. Maybe that's the way it was originally supposed to fit in there. Then we got the mobile constructor there. There's some pentaxid tank. And then I don't see anything else there. All right. Guess I'll just stick that right there. And the pentaxid tank, let's stick it up front here. Like that there. There we go. All together. Nice. So I should be able to grab this refined pentaxid here. I don't know how much we'll be able to put on this. I bet you. What? Get too close to this, I get radiated. Yep. Ooh, it did not like that. I instantly got radiation poisoning just being too close. So don't do that. Anti-radiation ointment. There we go. So I want to fill up this. Oh, it does barely. Only 2%. I got 4 AU. So this is what we're going to need to do. We're going to need to fill this up, get this thing ready for us to fly out. And yeah, we got some good things going on. You know, it's just a matter of getting these resources. Just means that we got to go out there and get a bunch of that promethium. I think what I want to do is make more of this ammo. I need the 12.7 rounds. And we want to put that in the ammo box. right. So anyways, yeah, I think we got a lot of good stuff going on here, and we finally got the little jump drive for our SV. So that's going to allow us to do go out here and look at the galaxy. So we can transport to some of these other stars. This is where we currently are. Now the M3, I think the A and the G. I think the G's are supposed to be good and all that. Yeah, so we got this here. Let's see here. Nope, that didn't. Info panel. G starting system. Oh, it's a starting system? Okay. Maybe we can go to this one here. There's no information available. So we haven't been able to transfer to any of these yet. So all these are going to be kind of undiscovered at the moment. But we got to make sure that we're able to make the jump. As we continue, we'll be able to make the jumps to these other systems, because we'll have stronger, been able to make the jump and all that. I'm thinking like this would be too bad, because it's right there is where we are. That's only 24 light years. So we just need to get enough promethium to make that 24 light year jump. Okay, so that is not in any of the areas, so that's good. But you can see we just have tons and tons of stars out here to go and check out and see what kind of stuff we can get into. But hopefully we can find some more stuff that has like the neodymium and all that stuff, which I imagine is going to be some like kind of hostile planets. But if we can just get just a little bit, we should be able to get in there, knock out some, some resources, get our ships a little bit stronger so we can go in and start fighting a good fight. But anyways, I think that is going to do it for today. I appreciate you guys coming along and joining me on this little space adventure. It's been super fun. I want to make sure you hit that follow button there on Twitch to never miss any of my episodes or my streams that come on, and hit that notification bell. Also, don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. And hit that like. Let me know how you enjoy the series so far. And, it helps my algorithm and everything like that, so that other people can find my content. Also, don't remember that I stream on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so you don't want to miss out on that. But I look forward to seeing y'all on our next stream. You take care now, and bye-bye.